calls are coming in, definitely look into the media buying side. If the calls are coming in that they're not connecting, it's a distribution technical issue. To recap your question, I will look at last week's video and I will build an assistant AI that is going to capture all these calls while you work in adding more buyers to your distribution and trying to monetize those calls either through SMS or some other type of monetization strategy. Personal loans worked really well for debt settlement. What I would recommend is that you set up a voice assistant while you set up all your buyers and put all your ducks in a row and start like getting opt-in for those phone calls, right? And start sending them SMS and monetize them that way. And you're gonna find that you can probably make equal, if not more money in the long term. Because if you're starting brand new, you're gonna soon realize that the most valuable thing that you can have is opt-ins and data. So if later on you're gonna sell your company, it's not gonna be the same if you have like 20 pretty brands or you have like 20 million that opted in for a specific campaign, right? That's going to give you like a more enterprise value and you're going to be able to, get more for your time that you invested into building something. You don't need more than 3-4 ads. What you should do is layer how you buy media instead of like going down the rabbit hole. I'm just going to try and explain it to you as simple as I can. And hopefully you can try to understand what I'm telling you. A lot of people is going to tell you, you got to come up with 100 different creatives and you got to test 100 different angles and you got to do all this bullshit, which it doesn't work. It's called buying media by layering your data, meaning that you're going to start with a solid database of people that are prospective customers. So let's say that you're doing like credit repair, that you're going to find people that are interested in credit repair and you're going to create a custom audience, right? And then you're going to run it to those people. And then people that interact with your ad, you're going to create another custom audience, lookalike audience, and you're going to pass that back to your original audience. There's really no need to test like, an incredible amount of ads. Trust me when I tell you that you can get a lot better result, by testing much fewer ads. It's just how you structure your campaign and the budgets. Because think of this, think of it like a football field. Your budget is the water that you have to put in the grass of the football field. If you have a little bit of water, you can only do a little space. So that's what Facebook does. It shows your ad to a very small pool. Not everybody's watching the same game. So when everybody's the same game, you got to meet their minimums so they can push an ad out. You should optimize for phone calls. You got to get people on the phone. And if you're going to disqualify anything, you're going to do it at the phone level, at the phone call level. That's where you're going to do it. Because you're going to get them on the phone, advances in AI and technology. You can have a human-like conversation. And I'm pretty certain that you can cross-sell or downsell that person to something else, whether it's to talk to another human and stay on the phone or click on a link or fill out a form or whatever monetization strategy you have. But if somebody calls in, that should be what you're optimizing for. Optimizing for running campaigns that produce phone calls. I don't care if they're good calls, shitty calls. Then you can filter those calls, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and you can monetize the good, the bad, and the ugly. That's the main objective. You want to drive in as many calls as possible. Once a person is on your line, it's up to you whether you're going to connect it to a buyer, whether you're going to use a voice assistant, and you're going to monetize it through SMS, monetize it through email, monetize it through transfer, whatever might be the case. But the phone call needs to happen. That should be the ultimate, goal. Mm-hmm. It's all about identifying the user. So they want to know as much data as possible every step of the way. You can create your own offer, quote unquote, right? So, like everybody's running the same offers because they're focused so much on the payout. They don't see beyond the payout. They're blind to the point that all they see is a dollar figure if a buffer is met. They're not seeing the value of the data. They're not seeing the monetizations of the phone call. They're not seeing building an opt-in database for certain products. So you can run an offer for whatever you want. You can run an offer right now for rental assistance. That is an offer that will blow up the phone call. If you tell Americans right now that there's a program that is going to help them with their rent payment, the phone will blow up. How many offers are right now buying rental assistance? Me personally, I know who's buying rental assistance. Lead forms, not phone calls. What I'm trying to tell you is that offer doesn't exist in the pay-per-call world. So why don't you bring it up to life? Why don't you create a voice assistant that when everybody calls in, they'll be like, hey, thank you for calling the rental assistant helpline. We have a few questions to make sure you qualify. First of all, do you rent or do you own? Oh, I rent. Great. What zip code are you located in? I'm located in blah, 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 blah. Awesome. Okay, last. Do you agree for us to send you text messages so you can complete your form and keep you updated? Yes, of course I do. Boom. Then that's it. You have the data of that phone call. You have the person that opted in. Now you can turn on and go to your favorite network or create your own offer and start sending SMS for rental assistance. And if they want rental assistance, chances are that you can also probably cross-sell them some free government cell phones or free tablets, or you can cross-sell them, whatever might be the case. You just have to be creative. You don't have to be like, I'm only going to run this because this is the only thing that people are buying. We have offers that help them with Section 8, unemployment, financial. Let's not just like think about one and done. Listen to the consumer, offer choices, and then monetize through SMS. And it doesn't mean that you're going to get all the money right away today. You can send that person 4 SMS a month. Let's say that you send that person once a week, 1 SMS, and then start building a recurring revenue, whether it's on a click, on a search, on a form, whatever might be the case. But don't lock yourself in that just because there's no buyers buying the phone call, you can run that offer. You can definitely run the offer. Just create your own voice assistant with your own logic and purpose and monetization strategy. Can you generate a call for 50 cents? That's what you should be thinking about. You shouldn't be thinking about if the call is going to pay me $40 or $50 or $20 or whatever other bullshit they're keeping you busy with. You should be thinking about what is the cheapest amount of money possible to generate a phone call. Then you should get to work and turn shit into money. Bad quality into good quality. And you're getting calls, it means that the ad is technically working, right? People are seeing this advertisement, they're clicking on the button, it's generating a call. Now, based on the volumes that you mentioned, it's a budget issue. So there can be no consistency in 3, 4, 5, 6 calls, right? It's just not enough volume, not enough momentum to turn the wheel. It's not about ABO, it's not about CBO, it's not about the ad, it's a budget thing.